Good morning. Sorry, I'm eating Nilla wafers. Today we're going to be re-gridding this and redrawing this. This is my breakfast. Girl breakfast. Why? Kepler. Is there a special train? Or did they just change the color in chat? Because it's yellow for me. Is it a gold train? Dang it. I had one left, and then I dropped it back into the bag. What's the temperature outside today? It is freezing inside. 46. So, in stepping back and looking at this one, I think it's good. Christmas train? I don't know, there's like snowmen. It's fine. So yeah, we're working on this one today to regrid and redraw it. Snowman. And then I think I'll feel better about judging the completeness of this one. Is all the sugar dissolved in my coffee? Yes. All right. We have a subscription from a Mango Thief. Welcome. A 21-month resub from Aldo. 21 months from Dark Overlord and Board Turtle. 3 people in a row. Oh no, Stream Deck updated, and I updated it like a fool, and now it doesn't work. Where's my mouse? There it is. Let's click and try again. There we go. Okay, I just wasn't clicked on the right window. We have 100 bits from Shadowplay, Kita Loves SM, and Sakura Celica. Thank you all. And Anise gifted a sub to Fenris Tsukigami. Thank you for the gift sub. And then 5 more. And they went to Rai Kitsune, Tiger64 Guy, Eli Gamer X, Ear Joker, Everkai8. Thank you for all the gift subs. I know you're going through a heat wave. I'm kind of jealous right now. Okay, so I know it is impossible to... Actually, I've changed my mind. I think I want this lighter, the brown. It's so hot, I'm dying. I'm so sorry. Because I want it to be more of a glow, and it's not. I need it to be more. So I think I'm gonna do that. Because this one does it. Like the blue you can see really good. Like from here where my nail is to the actual light and then to the other side of the blue. But this you can only really catch in some light. Like if I turn it just right. So I think it needs more. Sombra says, I need it to be more. Mood. Yeah. We have a subscription, 7 months from BF Gamerboy. Good morning. Happy Friday the 13th. Is it the 13th? It is the 13th. I'm sorry you're melting, Anise. That southern hemisphere. Just clearing a spot on my palette. Okay, I was using burnt umber for that. So let's get more burnt umber and see if it by itself is what I want. If not, I think I might mix some yellow ochre into it. I did use glazing liquid to thin it, which I'm going to do again. We have a 19-month resub from Tokunute who says, did you hear about Okami 2? I heard that it was going to be a thing. But I haven't actually, besides like the first little bit, played it. What brush do I want today? This one, I think. See, that's more, but it's just not enough. So I think I'm gonna do this one layer. And then maybe yellow ochre. Can we see that more? We can see how I painted over it. It's lighter. I'm also thinking of, like, I had done this on the blue one. I'm thinking about doing that on this one as well. Okay. So I went back over all of the sparkler parts. So I'm going to switch to a flat and make these parts more noticeable too. So I brought it down to about here. And then over here, I did a little bit of this. And then we ended this side about here. Okay, can we see the brown more now? A bit. I still think I'm going to do a little bit with the yellow ochre. My brush did not get super clean. so I don't need to wait for this to dry. So I'm just going to start mixing my lighter color. I'm really looking forward to this tube being empty because the cap is super beat up and I just really struggle to open this one. Because at some point it dried really bad and I took pliers to it, so it has all these teeth marks and the pliers have taken like all the texture out of the cap, so I have nothing to grip. Tie rubber bands around it. It's almost empty though, and then it gets thrown away and I get a new one. I just have to do more paintings with yellow ochre, apparently. Time to paint this on the... We have a 21-month resub from Aiden. Good morning. Who says happy 21 months? I mixed up entirely too much of this color. Whoops. That's okay. We have a 21-month resub from Luna Pearl. Good morning. Yeah, one day mobile will update emote names. Not today. Hi, you know I'm live, right?
Yeah, I know you're live.
Okay.
I was gonna get you a bath mat.
Yeah.
And they don't have like shag, but they have. It's like it's comfortable.
Okay.
It's called chenille noodle.
That's fine. I just need something because the floor in the studio is cold. Yeah.
So my question is, are you cool with getting the blue one?
Yes, I trust your judgment.
Okay, cool. Well, you're gonna love this. It's blue and it feels good on your feet like that.
And it's the thing I asked for. Cool.
And it's the thing you asked for. Dan is clarifying that it's blue, gray, and white.
Thank you, Dan. Vagabond says, I don't trust it.
Well, you just wait, because I'm gonna show you that it is actually blue and gray and white.
Great.
All right. When I get home, I'll be sure to show it on stream, so you'll see what I did.
Slick Duke says, ask him to bring brownies.
Yeah, I'll see what
Oh, they do have a new raspberry cake thing that I saw on the Costco subreddit, but I don't know if ours has it yet.
I think you're breaking up. I can't hear you. All right. I love you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I should have asked for a coffee. Oh, Kita, you're right. The Costco frozen coffee is my favorite thing. And it's still early enough I could have it. But I have this one. What am I doing? I'm painting this firework. Call him back. But I have to finish this one, and then that's too much caffeine. I will have had too much for the day. I should have just, like, thought ahead, is what I'm saying. This looks better. I'm happier. I'm glad I did this. I was just going to start gridding. What is this song? Okay. That's much better. You see it better? It's way better. Now I have to let it dry though. I can't grit on top of that. Oh no, what did I got brown on this one? Shoot. Cleanup brush. Shoot, what is that? A problem? Oh, I got it all over. Dang it. I got some here, here, and up here. Okay. Because it did this and it splattered onto this one. Okay, crisis averted. Now that I have time and have to wait on this to dry, I'm thinking I might as well do more blue on this one. Might as well. I just have to remember what I was using for that. Phthalo blue red? No, that doesn't look right. I did not make a note. And I'm looking at my colors that I have out and none of these look right. And I cleaned off the palette to the point of I don't have it left. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. We can, change it. Well, it's definitely not yellow ochre or burnt umber. If only you had video footage of what you used. But did I say it out loud? Did I say it? Did I not say it? Did I add something and not talk about it? And where in the VOD did I do that? The good thing is, as I have this, which is definitely that color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guess, and then I'm going to test it here on the paper. So we're going to move these aside. This is it too. This is a slightly bluer version. See, this is why I should take notes, and I don't always. Do I want the coffee or am I good now? I'm good now. I have one coffee. I do not need a second coffee, as much as I like the Costco coffee. Does my heart want it? Yes. Does me at 2 a.m. when I can't sleep want it? No. Also, I should probably spend some time rigging these tubes. Listen to my heart. No. Okay, so this is what I learned this week. When you're doing something for you, you tell yourself out loud, this is self-care. So me choosing to not have the coffee is self-care because I'm thinking about myself. To be fair, me choosing the coffee because I want it is also self-care, but I won't think that it's at 2 a.m. I will be sad. Because I do have plans tomorrow. Where's my other empty one? That one's pretty empty. Renee says, me choosing to eat the Reese's special Christmas shape is self-care. Got it. Oh, I wish I could have one. Okay, I'm gonna try and mix up this blue. I'm gonna start with Pain Gray. That's P-A-Y-N-E-S, not P-A-I-N gray. We have two 21-month resubs from Jamie and Harumi Kindle. Good morning to both of you. I suspect this is too yellow. I wish they made them with different butters. Trader Joe's has a really good one, a sunflower butter one. So every so often when I do manage to get to Trader Joe's, I buy like a few, so they're in my refrigerator. Okay, that is not the same blue at all. Do you see how like... It's a pretty blue. I like it. God, what did I do? I want to say I used... I wouldn't have put it away. I want to say I used Phthalo Blue Red. Maybe with Phthalo Green Yellow, because I have that out too. Okay, Prussian Blue is slightly greener. Let's try that. Because Pain Gray is, what is that, Ultramarine and Black? I'm right. And you are Phthalo Blue Red and Dioxazine Purple and Black. Let's try this one. But you do look slightly greener. You're closer, but you are definitely not this color. Yeah, I had to have mixed something. And I know this alone, this is Phthalo Blue Red, is not right. So it's toned down because it's not super intense and it's greenified. Did I use yellow ochre to tone it down? No, that's too muddy. I wouldn't have done that. That's not pretty. Closer. What did I tone it down with? That's the real question. I'm gonna guess sienna. Mr. Deathkill says, I checked the VOD, you used Phthalo Blue and Burnt Sienna. Just those two? I didn't use Phthalo Green? Okay. I only have Phthalo Blue Red on my table, so I'm assuming it was not Phthalo Blue Green. YouTube transcript featuring Control F. Hey, that's awesome. So, Burnt Sienna. Phthalo Blue. Sienna. Okay, that does look way closer. Yeah, that was this. Let's add more glazing liquid. That's it. Mr. Deathkills, thank you. I appreciate that so much. That was exactly what I needed and was looking for. Gray handle brush. I do need more of it on my palette though, so let's do that. I was getting close because I had gone through all my other blues, and then I was like, all right, now I have this color, let's tone it down with sienna, but it would have been too green still, so then I would have probably pulled the phthalo green out. So my mind's getting there. Like I said, I knew I had all the colors out, like I probably hadn't put anything away, but it's so much easier when I either have a note or someone can be like, oh no, it was this. You did this, so thank you. So that's why I always have a sketchbook up, because at the very least I could swatch it. It's like, this sounds holiday-esque. What is this? We have a 13-month resub from Circle Now Squared. Good morning. And 21 months from Wonder J13. Good morning to you. Okay, we have mixed this color. I have a brush. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this. I like it better. Yeah, it's giving more of more whole. Oh, what you're talking about, the Coke can thing. Okay. I think some of this needs to be bigger. And then maybe this one. Yeah. Okay. This one's good. I like that. This one's better. Now we need to do the white on it. And it's just barely tacky. Which I don't love, because if I start putting the chalk down and it's tacky, the chalk will stick. So like ideally what I should do is I should not do it today. It should probably sit. The answer is at least 24 hours, but I won't be painting on it for a week otherwise, so I should just do that. But what I can do is probably bring more black onto this one. I could probably also sign this one. It's weird that this one gave me the most trouble. I need paint marker and liquid black. I can't decide which one's my favorite, Grackle says. I can't judge it until this one's done, because this one's gonna be so much different. Alright, I do have to figure out which way is up, and I'm kind of liking them back to back like this. So I'm thinking bottom right and then bottom left. But you know, you can turn these, like, if you bought this one, you could hang it any which way you want. Okay, I do like it that way. And that would put my name here in the lens flare. Let's rotate this one. I do like that. Would it be frowned upon if I signed it on the side? No. People do stuff like that all the time. I am using more of the blue to sign it and not black. This is one of my really nice tiny brushes. It was a cheap one too. What is this? Yeah, it's just a Blick brush, but it's one of my favorite small ones. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more black paint on some of this because it needs to be, in my opinion, a lot more deeper into that. And right now it's not, because the blue's been on top of it. And I might make some of the lines a bit thicker too. And because I can't grid on the positive version today, because I did all that more work on it, this is a good thing to do because I feel like it needs it anyway. And I will have to sign it. I guess I can sign that after I do the grid. Yeah, everything has a slight sheen of blue, which doesn't bother me all that much. But if I just go over this in some of the areas, it'll really, I think, make it look better. And I'm going to try and smartly do this so I don't get paint on my hands. It's barely noticeable. So, do you remember how I did this? Where I had the dark down, and then I did like lighter and lighter browns all the way until white? So this is kind of the same idea. All the black that I have down here on this one is now blue. Like it's a deep navy color because I've gone over it with this blue so much. So adding just a tiny bit of black to all of this is really going to do the same effect, but in negative. Is that visible? Because that would be cool if it is. Not really. Okay, so what I did is if you think of the center of the sparkler as a clock face, from 9 o'clock to about 7, I've started to fill in black there. I've gone from the center of it, which is right here, and then gone outwards. So I'm just going to keep moving my way around that clock face. Probably rotating the canvas so I don't get my hand in the wet paint. But it's making a difference. And as I do it, I can see what I've done and what I haven't. I should take a photo We can do that. That's video. Could someone put this in the queue for me? Oh, God. There it is. Okay, do you see how, like, from here down to, like, the 7 o'clock, it's kind of like a Pac-Man mouth, like, down this way? That part is black? That's what it is. That's what I can see in person. So that's what I'm working on. Hi, Jiggy. God, the garage door scared me. Woo! I knew it was going to happen at some point soon. Was not prepared for it in that second. I like my Venom painting. They're both sparklers. They're this is the positive once it'll be done, and then this is the negative. Because I had done this and I had cropped it in Photoshop to figure out my ratio, which is what, 8 by 18 or something. And I was trying to find out the size of the canvas I was working on, so I hit Command I and forgot to hit Shift to do the image size shortcut, and it accidentally inverted it, and I was like, ooh, I like that too. So I decided to paint both. So we have, what are their names? This is Sparkle, and then this one is Kaboom. They're mirrors of each other as well. I just don't have them rotated the same right now. And right now I had done all of the blue and I painted on top of the black, so now all of the black is also navy colored. So I'm just bringing in some more of that dark black. Oh, Steven's bringing in the trash cans. Good. Chicky says, I wish I could art. Chicky, you can. That's the thing. When I taught high school art, and I taught all the freshmen, I told my students, listen, I know you're like, oh, I can't do this. I just have to be here because I couldn't take Spanish or whatever that they ended up in my class for. Steven really going ham with the garage door. It's literally like at my feet, essentially. I told them, I was like, listen, I didn't take art in high school, kids. I took photography, and in my high school, photography was part of technology education. So like it was part of shop class, and like we had a CAD program. I'm dating myself. So like all of that was together in technology education, which I think now includes like coding and some other stuff, at least how my high school is laid out. And then art was totally separate. And photography got looped in with tech ed. Are you sleeping? So I went into school and college thinking, oh, photography. And they were like, no, that's art. You have to take drawing. And I was like, but I've never drawn before. I have a phobia of the color yellow. No, we're not sleeping. Did I bully high schoolers into getting good at art? I sure did. I've told this story before. I don't know if Jakey's heard it, and it's one of my favorite stories from teaching, is when I taught Art 1, we would get through our lessons, and I had, like, my curriculum. And one of the things is portraiture, drawing a portrait. And it is the most terrifying thing for myself to do, because I do not like working on the human figure because it terrifies me. I don't think I'm any good at it. And like when you do the ratio where you draw the face and you split it in half and you split it in half and split it in half, and you start to figure out like generally where the features of the face go and then drawing it, and it's just all shapes from there. My favorite thing to do was to tell all my students, I need you to find a portrait of someone. I don't care who it is. It can be a celebrity, it can be a friend, it can be family. Whatever you want to do, whatever, but you need to have it like square to the camera. Like don't have it in like thirds or profile view. That's too hard. We're not doing that today. And they were like, okay. And then they'd have to email it to me and I'd print it so they had it physically in front of them. And then I'd say, all right, draw it. And they were like, but aren't you going to teach us? And I'd be like, that's next week, but I want you to draw it. Oh, and they were like, but we're not any good at this. I was like, I don't care. You're drawing it. And they're like, are you going to grade us on this? And I'm like, I'm going to grade on the fact that you did it or not. They'd be like, okay. And then they'd all draw it and they'd turn it in and they hated it. And then I would keep it. And then the next week I would talk about how we do like the ratio. Like we're going to start with an oval. We're going to split it. And we're going to split it again. And then like, all right, right on this line, this is where we're going to put the eyes. And then this is how we figure out where the nose goes and the mouth goes. And we'd go through all the pieces of the face. And then we'd talk about shading and how you shade with pencil and how you like make things look good. And then I'd give them back their photographs that they had emailed me, like of their celebrities. And I'd say, all right, now you know how to draw it again. And then my favorite thing to do is when they'd finish, I'd go get their first copy that I didn't teach them anything about, and I'd set them down next to each other and be like, look at this. Look at how you improved. And then I'd kind of yell at them about it, but like in a good way. Like, oh my God, look at this. Look at the nose you drew here first, and then look at it here. Look at this. Look how good you did. That was one of my favorite things. And I have photos of their work somewhere. Yelling, but in a positive, teacherly way. Yeah, encouragement. And sometimes I think about that for myself. Like, man, college me would have never done this. Like, when I did those time of day paintings, and I had the chalk pastel here when I did those, like, a few months ago, like, looking at that for myself was like, oh my God, look at that. And at some point, it might have been Art 2 when I taught Art 2. We did chalk pastel landscapes, was one of my favorite things. Like I had here originally a few months ago. And I'd have the students vote on, like I gave them 3 options for a landscape. And then they all vote. And whatever one won the vote, we would draw that as a class. So I'd give them drawing pastels, chalk pastels. And they'd have their paper. And then I'd walk them through. I would draw it there and be like, all right, well, I'm going to pick this blue because it's closest. And I'd hold it up to the image I had projected and be like, do you see how it's like greener than your other blue? And we'd talk about like color and like trying to match it. And then we'd put it for our sky. And I'd be like, all right, well, this is how I'm going to do the clouds. And like if the image had clouds, and we'd do clouds, and I'd walk them through it. And I would do it on mine. And then I would go walk around and take a loop and see how theirs were doing. And then we'd draw like, you know, the mountain in the background, and I'd talk about how I would do the snow on the mountain with the chalk pastel. And then they had to go do their own after we did one as a class. And so that was my other favorite project. And I always liked doing clay because when I student taught, my cooperating teacher for student teaching was a ceramicist. Like, she did things in the summer with like pottery groups where they would build their own kiln underground. And so she was like really, really good at ceramics. And my other cooperating teacher did sculpture with ceramics. There's actually a house in my hometown that he owned at one point, and it was an old Victorian, and he did like terracotta sculptures on the side of this house that were 2 stories tall of like John Wayne. And he did a lot of like busts, so like from here up sculptures of people. And I know like he did all 4 of the Beatles, and like he had them on posts going like down the driveway. And like the person who bought the house from him was like, no, you can leave all this. You don't have to take it down. I really like it. Mr. Deathkill says 2 stories tall. Yes. Because it was an old Victorian, right? So you had the first floor and then the second floor, and then the corner of the house was like John Wayne. So yeah, like, I worked with him. He was a brilliant artist. And like, he did sculpture, and he was amazing at sculpture. But he also did paintings, and his paintings were also beautiful. And there's a fun story that I was told by the female teacher I worked with, that the male teacher who did the sculptures had done a sculpture of something, and he gifted it to her, and she had it in her backyard. And then at some point, the police knocked on her front door, and they were like, hey, we're after some guy. He ran into your backyard. Just so you know, if you see us around, we're looking for this guy. And she said, all right, well, be careful. There's a sculpture back there, and it looks really realistic, especially in the dark. So you don't think it's that guy. And the police were like, okay. But apparently they were kind of freaked out by it when they first saw it, because they were just like thinking it was a real person. Welcome back.
I was walking down the road, and I saw 3 women. And I said, hey, 3 women, what are you doing walking down at the end of the road? And they flew away. They were birds. Anyway, here's that,
The bath mat?
here's that bath mat.
Dan was right. Thank you for the bath mat.
The video online of that guy telling that story is my favorite video online. Everyone's got a favorite video online. I think that's mine. I'm almost positive that's my favorite video. I don't know. Something about his delivery of they was birds. It's really good.
When you opened the garage door,
Yes.
you startled me so bad.
Do you want me to call you ahead of time before
Maybe. Just text me when
You
you're...
do startle easily.
Do you know how loud the garage door is?
It's pretty quiet. Isn't it? It's pretty quiet.
They can all hear it when it happened. I jumped.
Remember in the old house, it was like... like you could hear it from 2 miles away. Did you feel this?
No. Yeah, that is
I thought that'd be nice.
That is nice. Thank you.
Yeah. I ran into a viewer
Yeah?
at Costco.
Uh-huh.
That was nice. They were very nice. I'm just gonna take this.
Just put it in my office. I'll take care of it.
Well, this goes in your bathroom, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to take
Sure.
care of it? Yeah, I was gonna take the thing off and put it in your bathroom.
You need
for
scissors?
Yeah. I'll do that.
We should grease the hinges. It's just the machine.
Did you tell them what we spent forever doing yesterday?
No, I didn't.
We bought so many lights yesterday.
We did buy so many lights.
Because there's so many lights that burn out at the same stupid time. In
Well,
the
when your house was built, and then all of the light bulbs were installed at the same time, they tend to burn out around a similar time.
I mean, is that really what's happening?
That's what a lot of them are.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Well, you cut off the tag too.
Renee
says Christmas lights, or are you still bah humbug? Both, actually.
Who's bah humbug?
You.
Whoa! Whoa! Who said that? I was bah humbug. Did you tell them I was bah humbug?
Haley did. Remember?
Where is she?
Like 2 years ago, she made you watch a movie.
Yeah, but then my heart grew 6 sizes that day. And I had to be rushed to an emergency room. I thought we were all cool now. I ain't no bah humbug. Not no more. And canonically, I was for a time.
Thank you. Thank you for getting that.
You're welcome.
Did you find limoncello?
Yes. Okay. This is going to surprise everyone, but I don't know anything about alcohol. So it says limoncello on it. It says crema di limoncello. Is that the same thing?
Chaz, are you here?
So that's Italian for cream of limoncello. Limoncello is Italian for citrus instrument. So I have cream of citrus instrument, and I don't know if it's the same thing, but I have it. So I did look for the one.
Vagabond says, "Show us this monstrosity."
No, it's downstairs. But it came in a bottle, like alcohol does. It looks like eggnog.
I'd be concerned if it came in a box.
Like I looked at it and I was like, this looks like eggnog. And then Dan was like, isn't this it? And I was like, well, this isn't the exact one Mal wanted.
Bring it up. You can walk the stairs.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, well, go get it.
All right. Well, let me put this in your bathroom. I have
Thank
to
you.
go downstairs anyway to get the hard drive
Yeah,
The hard
you also
drive
need
came.
to pill Kepler.
at 12:40.
Okay, so in 20 minutes.
I have an alarm set. Did you tell them about?
No, I
him?
didn't.
But the boy is not feeling very good.
Yeah.
He's actually been real sick for a week, so he's got to go back into the vet today because he's not doing super great. So we're gonna see if we can get his stomach settled because his stomach's all messed up. Poor little guy.
Yeah.
He's happy.
Yeah, he's happy.
He
Oh, go
has
check how much wet food he ate.
I looked. It wasn't a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's in good spirits, but like it hasn't really been eating very much, and he's had diarrhea for a while now. So we've got to do something about that because that's a bad. So.
Okay.
Poor little dude.
Well, go get the limoncello. I'm gonna finish up doing this black paint. We have a 21-month resub from Chrissy G. Thank you. Good morning. Where was I on this? Okay, I am on this one. And then I just kind of have these guys.
What is this? Is that it?
Crema di limoncello.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's 14%.
Is that all that matters? The numbers?
This luscious blend of lemons and fresh dairy cream has roots in centuries-old tradition famous by one of Italy's oldest and best-loved libations.
Okay, so that's it.
Chaz, what do you think?
What is limoncello?
Grape wine with natural flavors.
What is limoncello versus cream of limoncello? I don't know.
So North Carolina has really strict liquor laws.
Which is dumb.
It is most
because
certainly not Stephen, it has dairy.
It's dumb that we have these liquor laws because we're like one of
It is really frustrating.
we're one of the
Chaz says, this is,
moonshine.
I think what I saw at Costco. I wasn't looking closely, sorry. Well, Chaz, we can try this.
We're one of the
What are you
moonshine
doing
states.
Sunday?
I don't know why we don't have
Is it a mixer? No. It is a wine specialty original.
So really, you're welcome. I got you something.
It is a grape wine
I got you something exciting.
with cream and lemons. Chaz says, LOL, sure. Sunday. Chaz and I are going to try this. Chaz, do you think it should be cold?
It does say cold on it.
Where?
It says it on it. Somewhere. I don't know where.
Best served chilled.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, will you put this in the fridge?
Sure. A little something for you, a little something for me.
Your hard drive?
I got a little something for me.
Oh, hard drive.
That's the biggest hard drive I've ever bought in my life.
20 terabyte?
20 terabytes. I don't think they come any bigger than this. I think what's going to happen next time that I need this much space, because this is actually just a backup drive.
Uh-huh.
I think what I'm going to do, we have a spare RAID enclosure.
Okay.
So I think what I'm going to do next time I need 20 terabytes is just buy like 2 10 terabyte Iron Wolf drives and put them into the RAID enclosure, and just that'll be that.
Okay.
I think that would be cheaper, maybe? I don't know. This was on sale for Black Friday at exactly the time I needed it, and I was like, well, shoot, I'll just do that. Oh, Vagabond says they do have Scene 24. Jesus. See, I always get nervous because once you start approaching these really high values, I'm like, I can't help but fear that increases the...
1 second. We have a 9-month resub from SophG93. Thank you. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, this is a backup drive. This isn't a... Sorry, when I say backup drive, I mean like a daily backup drive, not a what do they call it? Not like a year storage thing. I'll explain it at some point. I'm backing up a lot of space.
Can you tell what I'm doing? Do you see where I've done black?
Do I see where you've done black?
Can you see where I've done black and haven't done black?
No. What are you talking about?
I took a photo.
The obvious black part? If you're asking me if I see black on that, I mean, yes, but...
Can you see what's black and what's navy? Like, in this photo, it's 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock?
I see that, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Can you tell now? I have just like this here, and then like...
No, not at all.
These big guys.
No,
to
not
do.
even
Okay.
a little bit.
I can tell.
Okay, well you're...
It's like, it starts right here, and then I have a few that come out this way.
I see it now. But
it's minor.
That's minor. Like, I'm standing in the room, in person, and from 3 feet away I cannot see.
Okay. Well, it's making a difference.
I believe you. It's fine. I also make adjustments to video that no one will ever notice, and it makes me smile, and that's all that really matters. Little stinker. You want a drink? Yeah? You've been drinking a lot.
He has. I have not seen him since I came in here.
Vagabond says, don't worry, I know this. Every once in a while on Discord, I'll post like a little before and after.
Of your editing?
Yeah, of like corrections, because it's something that people take for granted, because that you don't notice how big of a difference it's making until you see like a before and after.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it brings me joy, so that's why I do it. It's fun. I'm gonna go give him sink drink.
Okay.
He's so thirsty. When you have diarrhea, you lose all your fluids, and then you get real thirsty, don't you? You've been so stinking thirsty. Come on, bud, let's go drink.
Well, it's good to keep him hydrated.
Yeah.
Because that would be bad on top of everything else.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm not worried about. He's had plenty to drink.
I can hear Kepler talking to him down the hall. Too many treats? No, we're not sure what's going on. I have suspicions. We'll see what the vet has to say today. I'm having a hard time seeing it at this particular angle, and it's slightly frustrating. This is the best angle. Okay. Lyrics. Alright, the last thing I want to do on this one before I wrap up is there's a few spots that need to be filled in where, like, there's a smudge here. So I need to find my gesso. You're way over there. I need to grab gesso. Where the canvas has just gotten a little dirty. And my plan is to hang this on the wall immediately. Okay. Can I do this one-handed? Yes. And then I'm gonna grab a paper towel, because it's definitely gonna be clean, and set that here. All right, this one, which is Kaboom, Kaboom is done. Oh, it's Dr. Mario. Kaboom is done, so we have to finish Sparkle, which I'm going to do next week because it's not tacky anymore, but I should just let it dry. Before I do any drawing. But setting it right here, you can really see where the brown sits. I should rotate it. There, now they're mirrored. Much better. So yeah, I will grid this next week, and then we will put down all of the white paint for like a 5th time, and then they are both done. And I'm not going to draw, like before I had drawn these back in as best I could. I can see them really well right now. I can't see in here. This is all lost, which is why I need to grid it. Squiggly bracket, more like it. They're kind of squiggly brackets. But Kaboom looks really good. And I know Sparkle will look good too once I have that in there. What I did today with the black is the equivalent of what I'm going to do here, but with the white. But I can't see it, so I need to grid it and redraw it. Alright, I have all paint off my hands. The next video for me that's going to come out is the final time of day painting, the daytime one. But I'm not ready to release that yet, so maybe later next week or holiday week that'll go out and go out for auction. Yeah, so that's it for my news, besides the fact that it'll be Okage on Monday. We had just gotten to Roshlo, the 3rd city. I don't think we're going into it yet. Maybe we are. But we're learning quickly that it is very easy to get a game over in that game. Which I knew, but had forgotten. Alright, tonight I don't know what we're playing. I don't know if Chaz knows what we're playing either. It'll be a surprise to everyone. I think we're going to talk about it during our meeting today. But tune in, it will be fun. Did we roll? We did not roll. Shout out to my Patreon sponsors. If you're interested in that, you can check out the links. Does Steven know? No, I don't think Steven knows either. I think we're going to decide today. So yeah, tonight, tune in for a game. Steven's going to play more Doom tomorrow, during the day, because I have something I'm going to do, and so he decided that that was a great time for him to play Doom, because it was He hoped to take 2 streams, and it's going to be more than that, so he's going to play it tomorrow. Monday's Okage, and then, you know, next week will be normal. We're going to finish this one on Friday next week. He doomin'. Alright everyone, hope you have a good Friday, and I hope to see you tonight for whatever game we're playing.